Justin,
Dude.
I've got something new for us today, and I think it's going to be for our betterment, right? Let's take a journey.
I'm in.
You're in. Good.
I don't even know what the journey is.
We're going to go through each and every Metallica album and give in our thoughts. A series of Metallica albums just for you to enjoy. Because, Justin, you don't really have that big of background on at least these early Metallica albums, I know.
Not at all. I've been wanting to explore this discography for so long. I've kind of started bits and pieces of albums. I don't remember anything except like the singles so far.
Right.
I don't know. I've always just wanted, I want to get it out of the way. I feel like it's going to be fun. And got to start with Kill 'Em All, which I'm excited about. Today's the only day I've ever listened to this album, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I've got like 3 listens under my belt right now, and it's pretty much exactly what I expected.
Yeah, right? So first impressions, thumbs up, thumbs down, what do you think?
It's a little rough.
Sure.
It's their first album.
It's their first album.
Fine. 1983. It's just rough across the board, man.
Right.
But still, it's still great. It's thrashy. I love it. I had a good time with it.
From what I was looking into, a lot of these songs were actually like demo songs. Finally pull, you know how like you release like a 2 or 3 song like little EP kind of thing. These were some of those, and then some new songs that they were kind of writing. Of course, like back then, they didn't have the lineup that we have today. The lineup for Metallica has changed throughout the years. But this is the one that has the main 4 that you're going to get from the '80s version of Metallica, which is of course Hetfield, Ulrich, Hammett, and of course Cliff Burton. All right, the amazing bass player, right? And I think he was such an integral part of the band, so I'm excited for you to get to at least this album, Ride the Lightning, and of course, Master of Puppets, where he's actually more featured on the later albums as well. Because he's got this solo song in this one, but there's more.
Yep.
There's more, and he's an incredible bass player.
I know I've seen people like bass covers of Anesthesia. I was like, I've heard this before. And I was like, oh, that's it. That's the one.
Yeah.
So that was nice.
I'm excited for you to get to learn this part of it, Now, back then, before they had Kurt Hammett, they had Dave Mustaine of Megadeth, right? And he actually got kicked out of Metallica for being too much of a partier. Okay. That's terrible. I know there's more. I didn't dive too terribly into it. Some of these songs, I think you can really hear that influence. When you get to Ride the Lightning, the band takes a really big, drastic change. Okay. So I know you haven't gotten there, but so this is probably the rawest, most raw and kind of grittiest sounding Metallica you've got right here.
Nice.
And honestly,
I think I saw something that Dave was on a track, or he had written 4 Horsemen. I think that was like one of his, or he was on it or something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah, like I want to say that they took the basis of a song that he wrote.
Okay.
And then turned it into the 4 Horsemen. He's on here. In fact, I was reading something that said Kirk Hammett's solos that he does on this record had to be pretty similar to what Dave Mustaine had already written for the songs before he got kicked out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so all of this is post Mustaine, but still has his songwriting influences on there. Does that make sense?
It does. Like I can hear that for sure. I thought he was on this album, so I didn't know.
No.
Do they have any albums with him on it, or was it just
not officially? No, EPs like early garage demos, if you would.
Okay.
But no, this is Hammett.
Okay.
And they had another bass player before they had Cliff Burton. They had another bass player that probably helped do some writing, but then they went with Cliff after actually Mustaine and the other bass player, I forget his name, got into it and like fought, and he quit. So we've all been there. Nice. We've all had bad band members before that you just like, golly.
Dude, these solos, it sounds like I can't solo at all. It just sounds like me farting around. Like it sounds like something I would try to play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get what I'm getting? Like it's just a bunch of nonsense, but controlled nonsense.
It's good. I don't know if this is a product of the remaster version that we like listen to, but the band's here, and then the solo comes in, and it is so much louder and just right in your face. Like it's like this is the solo. It's so
Yeah.
it's just so goofy.
I know.
I thought the bass guitar, like Cliff does a lot more melodic playing, but it was really punched up too. There was a lot of like,
Oh yeah.
I don't know. So I've heard songs from this album before, but I think one thing that really stuck out to me that I wasn't prepared for was kind of how groovin' some of these songs were. Like, you know, when I think Metallica, I think more classic metal, like that, you know, chugs and stuff like that. This actually had a little bit more just like I don't know the words to describe it, but it was just a little chunkier, it wasn't quite as like show offy in the riffs as so much as it was just like different, like not Metallica. You know what I mean?
It's thrashy. It's got some chunkage, but it's fun. It's a good time. Like,
I guess it was less speed metal. I was thinking thrash equaled speed. You know what I mean? Like that really like, I was thinking more like Slayer sound, and this to me doesn't have a very Slayer-y sound.
I'll be honest, they all kind of blended together.
Yeah, I'll grant you that.
You know,
Yeah.
like it's kind of, you basically get one of the same throughout, except, you know, once you hit Anesthesia, Phantom Lord has a nice, like, the first, like, real clean guitar break.
It does.
Kinda.
Yeah. Like right there in like
I was like, oh, that's a nice change.
the verse transition. Well, Justin,
Yeah.
let's get into these songs, man. Let's talk about them.
Yeah, for sure. We top 3 from Kill 'Em All.
I think the first track that really stuck out to me is the Four Horsemen. This one was the first one. Hit the Lights, I think, is really cool for like an album intro. Like, I think to me, just thinking about what that would sound like live, having that big swell in seems really cool. Four Horsemen, I think, was the first song that really got me like, ooh, I'm here for this.
Yeah, same. Great song.
The next one that I would say was my favorite would have to be Whiplash. I thought that one felt very Metallica-y. And I know that sounds weird to say because, of course, all of this is Metallica. But I thought that was just like the most like what I expect a Metallica song to sound like. I liked it. And then probably my last favorite one was Phantom Lord. I think, again,
interesting.
Going into like where they had like the clean guitar break, that to me, again, that's the direction of Metallica, you know? So it was kind of cool. Jump in the Motor Breath and Jump in the Fire, I was like, Anesthesia is really cool.
Yeah.
Anesthesia, again, like Cliff Burton showing off his like chops, because he does some like musically creative stuff there that I thought was really neat. And of course,
sure.
You know, Seek and Destroy is like the one song everyone would recognize from this album.
Yeah, once I like kind of saw the track list, I was like, oh, there's that one.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, yeah, dude, Four Horsemen, great. I actually really like Hit the Lights.
I do too.
Like it was a nice just introduction, obviously. Crazy drum intro, ring out, you know, Larsing it up.
Yeah.
There's one I think it's the chord, like the hit when it's like hit the lights, but it's like a 3/8 bar. Like it just like
kind of skips,
just like stutter back. It skips, and it's funny. That's what they do a lot, but it was just had me giggling.
Here's the thing for me that was getting me a little bit is I could tell that they did not record to a click for this album.
No. Not in
so
the 80s.
it was.
I don't think you could.
No, you could. I mean, but it was just like there was just some real goofy, like the whole band didn't come together on the hit. Like I almost, it makes me wish they had just played it. I don't know how they recorded this, but instead of multi-tracking, just play it as a band all at once. I bet that would have been really good.
I think it's accidentally intentional.
Accidentally, yeah.
Like, it's like they don't know what they're doing,
chaos.
but like they do it a lot. They play these weird rhythms, and I don't think they know that they're doing it, but they're like, it sounds cool.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I don't know, man. I got to give it to Seek and Destroy, like as cliche it is. It's because I was like, I swear to God, some wrestler used to walk out to this, and it was Sting when I used to be all into wrestling. But like, that's how I knew this song. It's a nice reminiscing on some WCW, but
yeah, Seek and Destroy is definitely like the most recognizable song. But I heard it and I was like, is that Slayer song?
Talking about Rain of Blood?
Yeah, Rain of Blood. That same like, you know, it's got that same, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that came later, right? It was like late 80s.
Rain of Blood? 86.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So they were definitely into this album.
You can't tell me these bands didn't all like play this show, talk to each other. You know what I mean? Like there was like 8 metal bands out at this time, you know?
I mean, even to this day, you can hear Metallica's Metallica, dude. So many people rip them off. So many people have ripped them off.
Yeah.
I don't know who Metallica's ripping off. Who came before them? Did they do it first? Am I crazy?
So
I don't think so.
yeah, to me this isn't like metal. You know, like I feel like what metal before this was Black Sabbath, like kind of like spooky, kind of dirgy kind of sounds, and then this is that punk infusion into it that like to me this is like the archetype, the beginning stages of like the modern metal that we have today. And it's just cool to see it when it's still like fresh. Like I could totally see like if I lived back in 1983, like this being like the heaviest thing I'd ever heard, you know? And now it's pretty milk toast to us today. Like this is nothing. My mom would listen to this.
It is funny. I heard a couple screams on here too.
Dude,
which
and what a good scream. It's crazy to me that that's not something he, really grabbed.
I was like, I don't know if I have ever heard him scream. I had a lot of fun with it. I mean, I could probably see myself. I don't know how the rest of the albums are just yet, but I don't know if I see myself revisiting this as much.
Sure.
If a song comes on, I'll have fun with it. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Dude, same. Will I go back and seek and destroy this album? Probably not. But dude, if it came on the shuffle, I'm not turning it off. I think these are all pretty solid. Nothing's really an affront to my ears. I know Metallica's got kind of a checkered, discography, a little, so there's probably some that I would probably put a little skip button on, but nothing from this. This I could totally see this being pretty middle of the road.
Well, let's start the list, man. Throw it on the list.
Since this is the first one we're doing, of course, it is going to be at the top spot. But that all can change when next time we are going to journey on to Metallica's Ride the Lightning. Are you excited for that one?
I'm actually very excited for that one. I think I know a few from that already.
Yeah.
And I've always heard good things about it. I've heard it in passing. Like, a buddy of mine used to play it at work, but it was like in the background, so I wasn't really paying attention. So now I'm kind of listening more analytically, and I'm excited. So next week, Ride the Lightning. Yeah, it's going to be fun, man. I'm excited for this journey. We got like 3 months.
Yeah, man. Well, hey, it's going to be a good 3 months. I'm looking forward to it. It was my second Metallica album that I ever owned. I had the Black Album, and then Ride the Lightning, and then Master of Puppets. So we're really just going down, at this point, we're just hitting albums I've had for a couple of years.
Well, yeah, I hope you stay tuned for this journey we are taking, and please leave a comment. Let us know your favorite Metallica album. Which album are you excited for us to get to, I guess? We're going in order, so join us next week for Ride the Lightning.
Ride the Lightning. Yeah. Like, subscribe, all the above, man.
Yeah, dude. We'll see you next time.
See you next time. Toodles.